And we continue looking back at that Marathon Mega Man 1 to 11 run this week. Part 4, covering Mega Man 8. One of the few games that I just don't really run a lot in the classic series, don't have a ton of experience, but know how to get it done. So you can see, starting close to 22 minutes behind, we get the great voice acting here, but trust me, I'll be nice, I'll spare you. I'm doing you a favor. But hoping that we can cut into some time, don't run into too much trouble. You see, close to 7 hours in. This is a struggle game, because this is where the fatigue starts to set in, and because I'm not super comfortable, I already know this is going to probably be the longest game of the run. So, intro stage, not so bad. Light having a chat with our favorite superhero, or hero, robot hero, whatever you want to call him. And we're going to get a gold split early on. Headed to Grenade Man stage. Running into a little bit of trouble. We do survive the mid-boss without dying, so that's a positive. And then fighting Grenade Man. Made quite a few mistakes here. See, having used the Buster at the end. Of course, the only weapon we have, but really had a hard time shooting the grenades back at him, or the flash bombs back at him, making things hard on ourselves. But another gold split. Frostman stage. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Jump, jump, die, die. Ouch. But it's okay. The stage still doesn't go bad overall. Frostman, an easy fight. One of the easier boss fights in the Mega Man series, especially with his weakness. We're not going to get a gold split here in terms of anything super great, but we do save a couple of seconds. Lose some time in Tingo and Clown Man stage. Duo. Struggled really early on in this fight. Like, the first third of the fight was atrocious, but hey, we make things work. Ball jump. Definitely something I still struggle with. One of the things I will have to get good at if I'm going to ever run this game. But doing a decent job of getting through Astro Man stage. We do die, but we get our run back pretty easy. So we're gonna lose some time here, but that's okay. Aquaman, mid boss again. Struggling with the mid bosses in this game. Not sure what was going on, but we survived after a slow start. Aquaman. Don't want to die and have to redo the fight. So just spamming out that Buster. We get the kill. And we'll cut into some time again. So looked like we were kind of pushing to get it under 20 minutes. Under 21. We'll work with that. So this will stay under 21. This will be another gold split. Swordman, mid-boss. This time, a better, much better mid-boss fight. The best one in the run to this point. Or at least in the Mega Man 8 portion of the game. We'll take that. And then Swordman himself. Took a while to get the loop, but we do get it. And we're going to get another gold split. So feeling good about this. Close to 20 minutes. Progress. Unfortunately, then we start to make some mistakes. Forgot to hit the button here. Searchman. Jump, jump, slide, slide in Wily 1 after losing 16 seconds. Not too bad. About as smooth as you can get it. I always get nervous about the last part because I'm waiting for a slide, even though it's nothing but jumps. Make it through pretty smoothly. Then have some struggles here. Not sure why I turned around there. Cost me a death. Always thank Remy for this boss because I forget that you can actually hold up to aim. But we know we have to get off to a good start in this one. Pretty much every run I've had of this game, I always die here. So not dying here, at least on the first try, would be kind of nice. He's still struggling. It's always the middle ones. The edge ones are easy. It's just finding the spacing, making sure you get it right for the middle two. But huge time save, you can see, looking at a little over 5 minutes as we get closer to the 8-hour mark, knowing that 3 games are left. Makes you feel good. Wily 2. Gonna save some time here as well. Had a good run here on this boss fight. Didn't do the skip, but still solid fight nonetheless. Getting it under 15 minutes, so feeling pretty good here. So a couple minutes before we hit the 8-hour mark. Well, things looking good through the Wily stages. Then we get here. Screw that up. Screw that up. And we're just gonna try to keep dying. Wily 3, really, really rough. So close, just need one more hit, but this attack had a hard time dodging it. So a death there. Painful death here. Just a pause, letting it all set in. You're gonna have to run it back. But thankfully, didn't die throughout the stage. Just waited to die on the devil. And then mess up the boss fight. Forgot. The flash opens him up and then you shoot. Or really, the flash opens him up and then the whip does the damage. But I used all of the whip because I was doing it backwards. So we're going to have to take the nice, slow approach. See, losing a ton of time here. Already 7 minutes in the red, little extra. So at this point, just trying not to die on the fight. Thankfully, we get the easy hit there. Or, sorry, easy cycle there. That attack will not do any damage as long as you're paying attention. And then just one more. Flash bomb. And we're good. So you're looking at about an 8-minute time loss. Ouch. But that's okay. Like I said, Mega Man 8, this is the experience. Have nothing against the game. It's just when you get to this part of the run, you start to get tired. Then we get to this boss. So I always forget. The sword does close the mouth, but if you jump up, the sword also hits Wily. I always forget that. Silly on my part. But then there's the other thing we're going to switch to here in just a sec. Astro Crush. Astro Crush does a lot of damage, and really you should start with that and then switch to the sword after. Again, these are the things that you forget when you haven't ran a game in a while. You can see how much damage it does, and you're invincible when you're using that attack. So making sure to time that correctly is also very helpful. You can see it definitely does a bit of damage there. We'll get that 4th one in right now. Things are looking good. Pausing the game to switch to the sword. Triggers would be easier, but also just taking a little bit of a mental break there. And there you go. Part 1 done. And then part 2. Very similar to Mega Man 7. Not as annoying. Low on health, but there is one option. That right there. So Rush dropping stuff. Just hoping the RNG that he drops the health first, faster, so I don't accidentally die. But things are good. And then after that, it's just flash bomb away. And that is easy. See, much easier to dodge his attacks in this game than it is in Mega Man 7. Almost like they knew and were apologizing for what Mega Man 7 was. So, 22 minutes behind. Not what I was hoping for, but still got some gold splits. Continuing forward, now we go back really retro. Headed back to 8-bit graphics with Mega Man 9 and 10.